Hi everybody, hello, welcome to another video. We're going to be sticking with using the chip, the 74HC595, but this time we're going to be using the 4-digit 7-segment display, right? And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be controlling that display and make it display 16 decimal characters 0 to F, right? So 16 decimal characters 0 to F. All right, okay, so let me just go over to the overhead so you can see what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at this display here. Okay, this display here, right? So the 4-digit 7-segment display. Now, what we have to do, we have to switch that on as normal. So, on our list, okay, we look at our list and we see that number 8 is the 7-segment LED. Number 8 on the white numbering. On the block, it's number 7, so we turn that on. Okay, we turn that on. Right, so that's our display turned on. That's our display turned on. So what we're going to do, we'll get straight into the code. Let me just find my code. And as you know, we are learning together. Right, I don't know every Python command. I will try to explain what each line of the code means if I can. But as I say, we're all learning together. We're all learning together. So please bear with. All right. Right, let's go over to our overhead. Our instruction. I am using a new piece of software. It's called Touch Portal to control my scenes. Let me just quickly sort it out. All right, and it's working really well. It's on my mobile and it goes to the OBS studio. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using today. So that's why I'm looking down, because I've got to get used to where the buttons are. Right, okay, let's move on. Let's open Thony as normal. Right, and file, open. And we're going to open our template. Okay, that. So here's our template. Here is our template. We're going to go File, Save As. Now I'm going to call mine Segment Display. Remember, you can name yours whatever you want, but as long as it's got the .py, the Python extension. All right. Okay, here we go. So here's our template, and we've turned it to segment display. Let me just close that one down and that one. Right. So first things we need our attributes. Okay, we need to put in our attributes, and the first one is import capital R capital P small I .gpio capitals as GPIO. So we're importing the GPIO pins. We need time, so we're going to import time. Right. So let's come down a couple, and we need the LSB. Remember, this is all capitals. First, and that equals 1. Right, the LSB first. Who can remember what the next one is? Yeah, it's the MSB first. Okay, and that equals 2. Right, so what we're going to do now is define the pins for the chip, for the 74HC595 chip, and that's going to be data pin. Remember we did this in the last configuration, but this time it's going to be 15. Right, then we want our latch pin. Capital P on the pin, and that's going to be 13. Sorry about that. I like to put a space. I like to keep it nice and neat. Right. So we've got a data pin, latch pin. Who can remember what the next one is? Yeah, it's clock pin. And that's equal to 11. So, the first one, just to explain, this is the DS pin of the chip, right? And on the chip, it's on pin 14. Now, if you do a search on Google for this chip, the 74HC595, you can get a diagram of the pins on the chip, right? The latch pin, right, that's the ST_CP pin, and that's on pin 12 on the chip. And the last one is the CH_CP pin, and that's on pin 11. All right, so next we're going to do is 7-segment display the characters. So this is quite a long bit of code, but I'll try and take it as steady as I can. Num equals, okay, enter. Now remember, square brackets. Right, now I need to get exactly where, because this is all hexadecimal numbers. So it's 0 times FFC 0, comma, space, right? 0 X FFF 9, comma. Oh, sorry, I put an O, haven't I? 0. Right, it's saying there's no spaces in between, so I'm not going to put any spaces, all right? So that's that one, that's the 9. Then it's 0 times FFA 4, comma, right? Then it's 0 X FFB, yeah, 0, comma. Then the next one is 0 X FF 9 2, comma. All right, I'm trying to take my time, so you can keep up. 0 X F. Oh, why did I press R? FF 9 2, comma. Right, that's the 9 2. Then we're going to do the 0 X FF 8 2, comma. And it's 0 X 3 Fs FFF 8, comma. Right. 0 X FF 8 0, comma. 0 X FF 9 0, okay, comma. So quite a long bit of code this, so we'll take it easy, 0 X FF 8 8, comma. To make a mistake here, it's going to take ages to find the problem, if we have got a problem with code. 0 X FF 8 3, comma. Right. So this one is 0x FFC 6, comma 0x FFA 1, comma. Where's my comma gone? What's that one? 2 more to go. 0x FF 8 6. Yeah, 8 6. One more. 0x FF 8 E. Right, and then that's square brackets off. All right. So that's that part of the code done. Let's go to our setup. And our setup is dev setup. Okay. And we don't need the global P. We can bring that up. We need the board, GPIO, because we're using the physical pins. Right. So that's set mode. Then it's GPIO dot setup. Yeah. We've got to set up the data pin, latch pin, and clock pin. Right. So remember what we did last time? Data pin, capital P on the pin, comma, and it's GPIO dot out. Right. And brackets off. Right, so now what we can do now is to save time, Control C. Oh no, let's do that again. Don't know what's going on here. My hands are a bit shaky today. Sorry about this. I'll tell you what we'll do. I haven't got much room for my mouse here, so let's type it in, shall we? Let's type it in. Okay, GPIO dot setup. Yeah, brackets on, and that's latch pin. Okay. And that's GPIO out dot out, brackets off. There's another GPIO dot setup, brackets on, and that's clock pin. Yeah, and that's another GPIO dot out. Brackets off. Okay, so that's our data pin, latch pin, and clock pin set up. All right. Go back. Now what we can do is we can get rid of this from our template. And define, okay, shift out, capital O on the out. Remember in the last code, I didn't do that, so I've remembered this time it's a capital O. Okay, so we got D pin, capital P, comma, space, C, pin, comma. Remember capital P on the pin. Sorry. Let me get rid of that. All right. So the C pin, comma, order, comma, val, for value. Brackets off, colons, auto indent. Right. For I, in range. Right. And it's 0, comma, space 16. Brackets off. Yeah. Colons. Let me get this out of the way. Auto indent. Right. GPIO dot output. Right. Brackets on. C pin, capital P on the pin. Right. Comma. GPIO. And it's dot low. Brackets off. And it's a semicolon. Remember we had semicolons in the last one? Come and return. So we're on line 24. If. And it's a brackets on. Order is equals to. This is very similar to our last code. So it's equals space LSB first. Brackets off. Colons. Auto indent. GPIO dot output. Capitals. Brackets on. A D pin. Comma. Right, I need to concentrate on this really hard. So it's D pin, comma. And it's brackets on. 0 times 0, 1. And brackets on. Val. Greater than I. Brackets off. All right. Greater than I, brackets off. Equals. 0 times 0, 1. Brackets off. All right. So what we're doing here, brackets off. And GPIO dot high is all capitals, or GPIO dot low, all capitals, close off the brackets. All right. Yeah. So just look at that code. Okay. Just checking everything's hunky-dory. Looks cool to me. Looks good to me. So return. Now we've got to do our else if. Yeah? ELIF. Brackets. Order. And it's space. And it's equals. Oh, equals. Remember in the last time it's the MSB first, isn't it? Yeah. So it's the MSB first, all capitals, brackets on, colons, auto indent. Yeah. That's another long bit of code, so let's be careful with this. GPIO dot output. GPIO is capitals. Right. So here we go again. Brackets on. D pin. Capital P on the pin. Comma. Brackets on. 0 times 8,000. 1, 2, 3. and. Yeah. Brackets on. Val is less than I. Brackets off. Equals 0 times 8,000. Brackets off. Very similar to the code above, but it's the MSB and the numbers are different, yeah? And GPIO high, capitals, dot, high, or GPIO dot low, all capitals, and close the brackets. All right, so we've got the very similar code, right? Very similar code to above. We've got greater than and less than. All right. Enter. Come under the LF, so it's a backspace. All right. GPIO, capitals, dot, output, brackets on, so it's C, pin, capital P on the pin, comma, GPIO dot high, capitals. Brackets off, semicolon. All right. Okay. Very similar to the code we did on the last display. Right. Let's come down to our def loop. While true is always true. All right. And colons, auto indent. Right, for I, in range. Okay. Brackets on. 0, comma, len, L-E-N. Brackets on, N-U-M. Brackets off, colons. Okay, so we're closing that bracket and then we're closing that bracket. Colons. Auto indent. GPIO, all capitals. Output. Brackets on. Latch. Pin. Capital P on the pin. Bracket. Comma. GPIO dot low. And that's brackets off. Okay. Are we okay so far? Are we okay so far? Then return under GPIO, shift out, capital O on the out. Remember last time it took a little while to find my mistake. Brackets on. Data pin, capital P on the pin, comma, clock pin, capital P on the pin, comma, and then it's MSB first, MSB first, comma, NUM, square brackets, I, square brackets off, brackets off, close off the bracket. So that's the shift out. Send serial data to the 74HC595 chip. That's what that line of code is doing there. Let me move this out of the way. Right, GPIO, capitals. dot output, and brackets on, and this time we're looking at the latch pin, capital P on the latch pin, comma, a GPIO dot high. Capitals. Okay, and brackets off. And then in there we're going to do a time dot sleep, brackets on, 0.5, half a second. All right. Okay. Now, for I range, yeah, GPIO, low, I'm just checking MSB number first. Don't understand that. Okay, right. So let's come down. Yeah, I do understand it. Yeah, I've got it. Time dot sleep, 0.5. Rightio. Then we've got our cleanup. All right. Okay, let's save that. We've saved it. All right. So that's the code complete. That's the code complete. Should we run it? Should we run it? Let's go overhead. And let's just see what happens. I'm going to run it. Right, let's come back. Let's come back. As you can see, I've got a problem in line 11. Let's go to line 11. Num equals. Now, line 11, num, N-U-M equals. Right. Okay. Let me see what's happening here. Right, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I think this needs to be on the same line. Let me go back, put a space in there. Let me save it. I think that's a problem. It's not on the same line. Let's run it. Cool. Cool. Only the one small problem. Only the one small problem. Let me come across. Go to overhead. There we go. Right. Let me start it again. Right. Let's start the program. There we go. 7, 8. There you go. There you go. Our 7-segment display is working. Only that one small problem. I'm quite surprised. Quite surprised, especially typing all these values in the hexadecimal. But there you go. There you go. Well, yep, only the one small problem there. Only the one small problem. Okay, we're going to be carrying on with the modules in our next videos. We'll get them complete, and as I said before, we'll then move on to circuits and building some projects. Yeah, we need to know the modules and how to program them first before we can start building projects, and we'll move on slowly. Okay, well, great. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget the thumbs up, Yeah, please comment. If you've got any comments, put them in the comments below, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.